All right, in the next example, we have a floor of 3 meters by 3 meters, and we have a wall of 3 by 3 and 0.2, and a window of 2 meters in height and width of 1.5 meters. So let's select our previous model and let's make a group of that model. So in order to create a group, we have a group option in our main menu, and if I click it, you can see we have immediately we have an option of group. So if I click on the group option, it will ask you to rename the group 002 or 001, whatever the sequences. So let's rename it like example 01 and click OK. So now if I select any of the object, it will select all the it will select the entire group. So let's uh, select the group and right click and click on hide selection. So if I right click on any part of my viewport, I can get this menu. So in this menu we have some move, rotate, scale option, we have the select option, and we have multiple options like to isolate selection and selections, freeze and unfreeze, and related to hide and unhide. So I'm going to click on the hide selection and it will clear my viewport. And now I'm going to create a floor that has a length and width of 3 by 3 meters. So I'm going in top view and create a plane like this of any measurement. And first of all, I'll go into the move mode and turn my x-axis to 0 and y-axis to 0 to move it on the origin. The next thing I'll do is go into the modify tab and then change the length to 3 by 3, and I'll just decrease the polygons by decreasing the length segments from 4 to 1 and width segments to 4 to 1 as well. All right, so we have a 3 by 3 floor. The next thing is we have to create a wall. So I'll go into the top view, I'll go back to the create tab and select standard primitives and switch from standard primitives to AEC extended for and pick walls. All right, so here we have the width that says 0.2 and the height is 3 meters. Now what we have to do is let's just press our snaps toggle and create the wall. So first click, second click, third, fourth, and the last. And once we click on the starting point, it will ask you to weld points. So I'll click on yes, and I'll press right click to turn my wall command off, and if I press escape or press right click again, so we can just come out of that wall mode. All right, and now we have to create a window with a height of 2 meters and a width of 1.5 meters. So what I can do is I can just go back to windows like this, and let's take a sliding window and let's create this window over here on this wall like this. So I'm going to press S for snaps and click on uh, the one side and click on the other side to create a window of a random size. I know the size is very big, so let's go to the modify tab and let's fix the size. The height is 3 meters, width is 3 meters, and depth is 0.2, but the frame is like 2 meters, so it's way big. So let's just go to 0.1 and thickness as well, and the rail width maybe 0.1. Let's and let's decrease the thickness to 0.01. So this way we have our window, and width is 1.5 and the height is 2 meters, like this. All right, so now I'll move that window downwards, and let's see if we get that opening for that window. And yes, we have. So because we have created the walls with the AEC extended tool, so that's why we can get that cutting whenever we move. The cutting will follow the window whenever we move it, or and we will move it. So let's move it in this direction. So you will see we have that opening for the window following that window, like this. All right, so let's follow. It says, all right, so uh, let's look at the reference, and what we are going to create is we are going to create. All right, so let's look at the reference, and in reference we have that stairs going on like this. So how we can create these stairs? That's very easy. So let's grab a box, place a box like this, and all right. So first of all, let's get rid of these walls like this. So how we can get rid of these walls? We can go to the you know, modify section and modify tab and go into the walls, and you can see we have that uh, if I just expand this icon next to the wall, so we have that vertex, segments and profile. So in order to change any uh, part, we can just go to that mode, and whatever we want to perform the operation, like you want to break or if you want to delete some segments, we can go into the segments mode, and we can delete the parts we want. Okay, so select that part and delete it. And if I want to delete this side of the wall as well, so let's select the wall and delete that. So this way we can, you know, delete or edit our walls that were created earlier. And let's go back to the wall, and now let's create that step. And for that step we don't have any information right now, so let's just follow that step and visually. So let me just increase the height almost zero point 0.1, I guess 1.2 meters for the width, or 1 meters for the width, and zero point 0.2 meters for that length. All right, so here we have that first step. Now how to create these copies of this step. So what we are going to do is we are going to use our array modifier. That is kind of a latest modifier that 3D Studio Max has implemented after 2022 version. Yeah, so I guess no, maybe in 2023's maybe kind of in 2023 version, but uh, here we have that array modifier. So how to add that modifier on our box? So we will go back to the modify tab, go to the modify list and press AR to filter out that array modifier. And when the array modifier applied on the box, you can see um, instantly the copies of that box gets appear on the on our screen. So right now the copies are in the wrong axis. It's in the x-axis. What we can do is we can just copy them in the y-axis. Let's count the number of copies. So let's say we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have 6 copies like this. All right. Okay, now so let's move them in the z-axis. So under transforms we have position, and if I just increase the z-axis amount, you can see uh, everything moves up in the z-axis. So this is happening because we have category under position that says all. So if I just switch from all to incremental and increase the z-axis with the 0.1 meter value, you can see all the steps that are next to each other. They'll move zero point 0.1 meters incrementally. So let's in our reference, we have that gap. So instead of giving a zero point 0.1, uh, that is the size of the step. So instead of giving zero point 0.1 meters, let's give zero point 0.2, so we can get that gap between the steps. All right, so after this, what you can do is you can just move it to the y-axis and align that face to the wall face. Or instead, if you want to, you don't want to move that first uh, step, you can just move your uh, steps in the y-axis as well, like this. So increase the incremental value zero point 0.1 in the y-axis. This will move every step on the y-axis with a distance of zero point 0.1. All right, so this way uh, we have created uh, the stair steps, and the text is just like in the previous examples. The text is the simplest text. So right now we can just use text plus, but I'll go to sorry, right now uh, we can go into the shapes and use the basic text, but in this example I'll use the text plus. And after clicking text plus, if I click and drag or just click on the um, you know, inside the viewport, you can see I can just add that text plus text inside that viewport. So right now, you can see if I just go into the perspective mode, unlike that shape text, we get this text as a 3D. So if I just select that text plus and go to the modify tab, you can see we have all the options, kind of similar to the text option, but in here you can see we have that extrude option in geometry. So let's just increase the extrude amount to maybe 1 or maybe 2 meters, and we can also reduce the size by reducing the size parameter of the text like this, and decrease the extrude amount. Let's say 1, and place your text right on the wall where you want it, like this. And in order to change what's written inside this text, what you can do is you can just go to the parameters, text and text plus, and just change whatever you want to add like this. Or so this will update calling.